Hello folk, it's Keith here, and let's just say it's an evening in. I've not been out all day, it's been a bit of a snowy wet one in England, Nottingham in the UK, and I thought grab a coffee, get some fresh air, see my koi. I should do this more often, circumstances don't allow me to do that, but anyway, I'm in here now. It's definitely night time, and I'm in here with my orchids, the Neofinetia falcata from Japan, all Japanese varieties, doing absolutely superb, as you can see. Some of the little ones not doing as well, but this year I think it's been my best winter so far for the Neos. Couple not doing great, but normally with this amount I might expect to have a little row on that windowsill of 5 or 6 mummified Neos. This year not. I don't know why. I think because I've not been here so much, I've been tending to water them more thoroughly. Last time I was here was about 3 days ago, and I got my sprayer, which is somewhere about, and I gave them a really good watering. So maybe previous years I've been too much on the dry and crispy side. Maybe that's only my observations, because obviously they are mainly Beirut, but they are in moss, so it kind of switches your thinking. So you think moss, oh, I can't water them, but where else going to get the moisture from? Especially if they're growing in the home under lights or anything, they're going to dry very quickly. In my greenhouse in here it's 10 degrees C. I would imagine it's warmer than at the minute because I've come in, I've whacked my heat up to give me some heat, because I'm having a coffee with my koi and my Masdevallia, which are looking fab, most of them. The size of that, looking really good despite my neglect. If I'm brutally honest, my Mazes haven't had the care that they should. They're still getting watered, still getting fed with rain mix, and so are these beauties. And you know, look, despite being winter, some root tips growing. They was only sprayed a few days ago, so they are getting it. I've changed nothing. Acorns rain mix to recommendations, which is about 300-350 ppm. Masdevallias grow year round. You water them all year round, you feed them all year round. Don't give them a rest, don't give them a flush or any of that. Just feed them. Job done. You know, they look lighter in here, but I can assure you they are darker green than what they look, because of the contrast on me. I think it's compensating because the light's behind me. It is a lot duller in here than it looks, because the light ain't great up there. It looks really bright, but it's not. So that's my camera compensating. So not everything's looking good, something's looking crap. That one's not looking so good. Look, that probably needs a repot, if I'm guessing with my own eyes. 2014, yeah, needs a repot. Probably the mix is getting too dry, too rooty, not getting enough water when I water it. In the fresher mixers, the bark, small bark and perlite, doing well. These big monsters are doing okay. That one's lost some leaves because I pulled some water in it the other week, a bit too heavy-handed and a bit cold. These could do a repot because they're busting out, so they don't get enough water really. That angulata, I mean, look at that, beautiful, needs a repot, but to be honest with you, I don't know what to bloody do with it. So, you know, most things are doing really well. So this is heated. Pond's at 20 degrees. I've got that in there now, my orchid house. Look, my koi set up, which is quite interesting. Vanda, I've still got in here. That went to crap last year. So I've sprouted out new roots at the top, look. So I could, when that roots grow, I could cut that and top it and get rid of that base stem, and you can have another orchid there. Don't like the cold. That didn't want, you know, did well, but then for some reason took a bit of a knock. Now this is, I split this. I'm going to keep this open this year, but I bottled it because the cold weather came and just worried me that it was all heated to 10 degrees minimum, both heaters. So I'll drop the curtain down, bubble wrap, been really good stuff this. I've had this years. So this is at about, that's set to 10 degrees, that heater. It's warming out at the minute. I've got my hot box set up again, sulphur burner. And this is my cooler end. And when I come in here, it does feel definitely cool. You can just feel the air. You can see the air. See it? I don't know if you can. Bit of cooler. These are all Mazes, doing well again. I've took my eye off the ball, so I've got a couple of slugs. I'll put pellets down. I've got some slug clay, got loads of it. Massive dendrobium there, losing some leaves because it's getting that time of year. I've neglected it. I've got a what's that called? Coleogyne lemoniana or something like that. That got bad neglected last year and absolutely burnt to a cinders with the sun because it's up there. I'm not bothered. I've left some outside because I've lost interest with them, honest with you. Coleogyne cristatas, they're up there, growing into monsters, just scrambling around. They're not repotted, they're just, I think, part of the bloody greenhouse now, if I'm honest with you. More or less, yeah. So I'd have to scrap them out. Tree fern seems to be kicking into action again. It's not done very well. Look, and the sign with tree ferns I've learnt is they should taper out with growth, thickness, not in. If they're going in, they've not had enough water and they've took a knockback. So if you're ever buying one, get one that's constantly tapering out. So Maz is in here doing okay. Acorns Rain Mix again. I don't win all of them. All them divisions I made of a really good plant that I got awarded with are all doing well. Look, divided them all. I've not had no failures on them, so I'm doing something right there. This is what I don't do enough. Come in and take old leaves out which can rot, look. Look at that difference that makes. Old spikes, look, I've not had the time, or I don't bother taking them off because I'm lazy at the minute, but they look a lot better when gone, look. I've moved that in here this year. What's it called? Masdevallia Cassia or something like that. It's a species, lovely one. It was normally in that side, but because of my pond, it used to hang up in the middle, if you remember, but I've put it in here. I've moved a few things in here. Tree fern, Coleogyne is all over it, look, clinging to it. So that's a nice bit of a jungly effect. That got burnt to a cinder last year, spring, so I could do with chucking that away, really. This, I just don't really like it. Dendrobium, it might, if I give it a shake outside, the leaves will drop off. Look, a nice plant might flower in spring, but it takes a lot of room up. That's just in a pot that I repotted, look. No, I don't repot, I put the pot in a hanging pot to get it out of the way because it's all over the bench, and I'm hoping it might do something. It's a bit, see, it's a bit bare there because that was up there somewhere on the shelving. A bad plant here that I neglected. Not enough water last year, and sun, I think, again. I got caught out big time. So this year I'm going to try and get the shading on sooner, and on my pond, because my pond can get algae on it. But on the whole, out of the amount of plants I've got in here, on my rain mix, with my regime, which is, well, just rain mix every watering really. I've been a bit slacker this year, I must admit, 'cause I've not been on it as much. They might have had more, odd RO water, but on the whole, I'm just throwing water at them, and with rain mix, but my conditions are set. So summers, and these just grow year round. Look, don't listen to advice where they say they slow down in winter. No, they don't. Masdevallias don't. They grow all year round. In fact, I get some of the best growth in winter because it's shadier, it's cooler, it's more humid. 100% in here now. It isn't great, but it's humid, so it's like a breather. Look at the growths all starting to appear. And that's the key, you know, they're growing year round, they're growing now. And like I say, I get some of my best growths this year, and for me, come summer, that's when they start having this bit of a lull, because it's a bit warm, you know, and they get a bit shrivelly sometimes because I can't keep up with the watering. But now, it's an absolute piece of pea. Look at the growth, look at that. That's done that this winter. Best time. If you're struggling with Masdevallias at this time, then you need to pack up. Because I find them easy, to be fair. So, the Mazes. Back in there. Oh, that speciosum spiked for the first time a month ago. But the buds blasted, look. Everyone's about 7 spikes on there. I've got a mop. Go ahead, look in here. And that comes in here because I get humidity on the roof. And now I've got my pond in there, it's even more so. So let's go and finish up in here. Oh, lovely and warm. So I want to finish off with the pond. My koi. Now I divided this plant. I've got high nitrate in here. So this plant, I divided it. And what I weren't expecting was within a week, look at the leaves sprouting. Unbelievable. Rapid. So I'm thinking in a week or two, it's going to have leaves up here, and this grows this big. It's huge. It grows 5 foot. So in the corner of this pond, we're going to have a big growth, and I'm hoping that's going to take the nitrate out and feed the plant. That's the idea. So get me nitrate right down. This is really working well. Cleaned it last week. Some pebbles I got, but let miss some. Look, but it's very clear now. I'm doing well. So that's just an update with me. In winter, a bit of koi, a bit of orchids, a bit of filtration, a mixture of orchids, a bit of the good, a bit of the bad. Not much bad, to be fair, apart from neglect. That's a bad one. That was a winner, that was. Telltale sign, look. Slug marks, see them? There's a slug somewhere, and I'm here at night time, so you should find them. There, look. So, come in at night time, find stuff. That one had a bad winter about 6 years ago, and it's never recovered. So anyway, my first video on loving orchids and gardening for a while. Thanks for listening to the rambling. Listen to good advice. Look at people's plants and see what they're doing and take on board what they're saying, but take some people with a pinch of salt, because you have to be careful. Okay? Please subscribe. Please comment if you have any questions. Goodbye. Cheers.